Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're going to do a little talk about some politics coming down the pike here for us in Florida. So, down below, you will find a link to a GOA article written by Luis Valdez, who, by the way, does excellent work finding bills that are coming down the pike and posting them up so we're all aware of what's going on with our Florida politics. And what he found is, 11 gun control bills that are coming down the pike, including some really, really nasty stuff, some of which you probably saw on Guns and Gadgets. We'll go through all 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, we will go through all 11 of them here quickly so you kind of have a primer, and I will link this article below. I will link all of the documents for each one of these bills below, and we'll talk about how you can fight some of this stuff. So, first up, we have SB 186. Senate Bill 186 is a gun control confiscation scheme. They're touting it as another red flag bill, domestic violence bill, but we've seen how those have been used in the past. SB 330 is a bill that makes buying, selling, giving, loaning firearms to family, friends, and neighbors illegal unless you tell the FDLE, which is crazy that I can't just hand something off to somebody that I know and trust. SB 370, semi-automatic firearm and magazine ban. Similar to the Clinton assault weapons ban of the 90s. Got that coming. SB 372 is a ban on homemade firearms and receivers. This is very important to this channel that you're watching because that's what we do a lot of. We make stuff. And not only does it go after metal, it also goes after 3D printing, making that illegal, which is, again, nuts to think that you can govern something like that. With a welder, you guys know, a welder, a lathe, and a mill, I can make pretty much anything I want. You could too, by the way. SB 428, SB 294, and HB House Bill 167 are mandatory storage bills. So the Florida government thinks that they now have the ability to tell you how to keep things properly in your house. Inside your doors, in your own private property, they are going to tell you how and where to keep your items. HB 25 and HB 27 are background checks, because that makes everybody safer. Background checks on ammunition sales, mostly, which, again, it makes no sense if you're already being checked from your dealer on the firearm. What's the ammo going to do for you if you don't have a firearm? Most of the people are buying hand-to-hand anyways, which is the way you should be doing it. Cash, gun, trades here in Florida. It's the way it should be done. And there's nothing wrong with that. HB 25 and 27, gotta go. Senate Bill 627, SB 627, and HB House Bill 6033 are huge. Huge. And I can almost guarantee if I look them up where they're coming from, they repeal the state's preemption law. For anybody that's outside of Florida, here in Florida we have what's called preemption, which means that no local municipality can make laws governing firearms outside of what the Florida statutes set in place. Miami-Dade County, all those southeastern counties have been trying to push out preemption laws for a long time because they want to have a Clinton-style assault weapons ban down there, which would be a absolute logistical nightmare if you're trying to travel across your own state. You have to know the local municipalities and what cities and counties change. Unbelievably insane. So those all have to go. So, what can we do? One, I'm going to link you to this article. The quickest and easiest thing you can do is go to this GOA page. At the top, there's a section where you put in your name, your address, your zip code. It'll go through, find your correct local state representatives for your districts, and you can send off a message to them telling them to shoot all of this down in one fell swoop. It's really simple, really, really easy, and it's very lazy proof. You can do this really quickly. That's step one. You should never have an excuse not to do that. Beyond that, what you should be doing is calling your local representatives all the time. Let them know that you're around and you're going to hold their feet to the fire. We want all of this shot down and removed. We don't need any of this in the state. This is insanity. Call them. Find your local representatives, get the phone number, and call. It's not scary. Most of the time, an assistant will pick up. You can leave a voice message with them. They'll write it down and pass it along. If somebody doesn't pick up, you can leave a voicemail on the mailbox, and it will get checked the next business day. Really easy. Be cordial. Tell them you do not approve of this full list here, and you want this shot down. That's number 2. Number 3 that you can do is call the Florida Senate president. We will pull up his name. Wilton Simpson is his name. He is a Republican. I don't know. Nowadays, we have no idea what Republican actually means any longer, so I'm hoping he's a constitutional conservative, but I have no idea. But his information will be linked down below. He is the ultimate power here and can, from what I understand, shoot down anything. He can destroy any bill before it gets any sort of hearing. All 11 of these should go through him. Well, Senate. The other couple of House bills need to go through the House. But anything that's in his chamber, he should be shooting down. All of this will be linked below. The bills, all the documentation to all the bills, I will leave the PDF links below if you want to go read through them, read through the legal speak of what they're changing. More importantly, the GOA bill, the GOA URL will be down below. Quickest and easiest. Go through, fill out your information, and send your stuff off. And the Senate President's information will also be down below, where you can contact his office and let him know that we need all of this destroyed as quickly as possible. None of this needs to get through. None of it. Get ready, gentlemen. We got a fun 4 years ahead of us, and here in Florida, we got a fun year, I guess, when all this crap comes through. So be on guard. Keep an eye out for everything you can, and be in contact with your representatives. Don't let them become some figure that is holier than thou that you can't contact. They're people. They're just regular people with phone numbers that are responsible to what we believe. Call them, email them, send them a letter, write them a letter. Do it. Do not think that somebody else is going to take care of this for you, because they're not. Nobody's fighting this fight for you but you. Get on it. All right, gentlemen, we got more coming up next week. If you guys like me getting into politics, we'll probably do this once a week, once every couple weeks, just to change it up a little bit. But I can't say stay vigilant because it's already been taken by somebody. Keep your powder dry and get ready for the fight ahead. See you guys.